Good morning, Trish. So just finding a comfortable seat, maybe on a block if you have one with you. Just finding something that feels good. Welcome Joshua here to our class today. If you find yourself in a seat, maybe shifting the hips side to side a little bit and then allowing the eyes to close. You can rest the palms over the knees or the thighs. And just begin to settle in here, finding stillness as you're ready. And this morning I was reading a little bit about embodiment, and I know I've taught some classes focusing on embodiment before, but I think it's one of those concepts or sort of places of being that we can always learn more about within ourselves to really be inside of our bodies. It's quite profound because really we spend so much time in our minds and in sort of this outside reactivity to the world, and to truly embody ourselves is really quite challenging. To truly be with yourself, to truly feel your entire body system is an act of meditation. And so as we sort of settle in here, seeing if we can allow the mind to arrive with the body. Sometimes it lags behind a little bit. And almost invite your mind into the body itself. Beginning to notice the shape of the body, where the body meets the earth, where the body meets itself, maybe where the air rests on the skin. This is your body. And through this practice of yoga, we can choose to get into this body and explore a little bit deeper. You can allow the mind to sort of come up into the head space right between the ears, where the skull and the spine meet. Gently allow this space to open and expand, allowing for the spine to decompress and become a little bit longer. The weight of the pelvis pulling down into the earth. Spaciousness in the rib cage and the belly. Taking a deep breath in through your nose. Letting it out through your mouth. Deep breath in through your nose. Let it out through the mouth. One more like that. Feeling the lips, beginning to invite the breath in through the nose. Expanding the body, opening up. And exhaling through the nose, allowing the bones to fall closer to the midline of the body itself. As you inhale, filling the entire system through the toes, the knees, the hips, the pelvis, belly, chest, heart, crown of the head. And exhale, allowing the cells of the body to be soft and come closer to one another. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. I'll offer our Guru mantra as you continue your breath. You're welcome to join if you know. Om Ajnana Timrandasya Jnanjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Honoring all of our teachers, past, present, future, all that allows us to exist in each and every moment. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed or gently open them. As you inhale, sweeping the arms up towards the sky, lifting the chin slightly, you begin to open up the heart. As you exhale, press the palms away, reaching out, 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 all the way, sweeping the arms down towards the mat. You can inhale, reaching, scooping through the air. See if you can really enliven the cells of the arms and the body. Exhaling to press through the air, reaching so far away, like you're carving through the space. Inhale to reach the arms high. Exhale to press them down. As you press down, maybe the chin drops to the chest and the upper spine curve. Inhale, reaching up, eyes and or chin lift gently towards the fingertips. Exhale, pressing through the air. More deep. Inhale, arms sweep high. Same as you exhale, left palm comes down to the mat by your side. You can inhale to roll the heart open towards the sky. And as you exhale, pressing that right hip into the mat, nice side body stretch. Inhale to open the heart even more, chest spreads toward the sky. And exhale, rolling that right rib cage over the heart, closing the front of the body. You can inhale to open, rolling, finding these beautiful spirals. Maybe use a little bit of imagination today. If you exhale, curving, carving forward. Inhale to open. Feeling how lovely, even if it's crunchy, it probably feels quite good. Yeah, opening up the rib cage, inhaling as you expand. And this time as you exhale, right palm comes down to the left knee. You can inhale to sweep the left arm out through the back space, out, 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 over the head, all the way over to that right kneecap. Curving forward, squaring the shoulders for a moment, really dropping the chin to the chest, opening up through the back of the heart. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, bend both elbows, finding an eagle bind here, maybe just the backs of the palms meet, maybe wrapping the arms all the way around. The right arm should be underneath. I like to grab onto my wrist with this underarm if that feels good to you. You can inhale to begin to lift the elbows high, chin reaches high, opening up the front of the body. As you exhale, pulling the elbows into the belly, carving, opening, letting that chin drop down, opening the back of the body. Inhale to open through the front body. Exhale, carving forward. Two more, just like this. Inhale, reaching, moving nice and slow, super intentional movement. Exhale, pulling the elbows into the belly. One more like this. Inhale. And exhale, pulling the elbows towards the belly. Softly letting go of any clasp that you might have. Extend the arms out to the side. Flex the palms and press them away from you. And then draw the shoulder blades down the back of the body. Nice nerve stretch here. Really flexing the palms as much as you can. Maybe closing the eyes. It's quite intense. Take a deep breath in. Letting it go. Deep breath in. Exhale, letting the fingertips go. Palms can come down to the mat. As you inhale, arms sweep high, same. Really reaching, 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 carving through the space, almost as if the air were a little bit thicker. Exhale, pressing through the palms, reaching away, finding them down by the hips. Inhale, both arms sweep high, lifting high. Nice openness in the front body. Exhale, maybe chin falls to the chest as your arms sweep down. Take one more inhale, reaching high. And then as you exhale, right palm comes on down. Inhale to open up the heart space. And as you exhale, really pressing that left hip into the earth, securing the pelvis down. Inhale to roll the heart open and high. Exhale, carving through left rib cage, left lung rolls over the heart. Can you imagine the lung as it expands and opens, rolling to expose the heart towards the sky? And exhale, carving forward, allowing for the left lung to roll over the heart. This beautiful relationship between the breath and the heart space. Feels nice and yummy, opening up all these little muscles in between the rib cage, down into the pelvis. Inhaling to open and exhaling to carve forward. We'll take one more just like this. Inhale, opening. And exhale, left palm comes down all the way to the right knee. Sweeping that right arm back behind you. Inhale to open. Maybe the eyes follow the fingertips. And finding that left kneecap, eventually squaring the shoulders for a moment to open up the back of the shoulder blade to take a deep breath in. And exhaling to bend both elbows, backs of the palms meet, or perhaps a tighter bind here. You can inhale to lift the elbows away from the heart, palms reach high, chest, chin reaches. And exhale to pull the elbows into the belly. Yeah, nice cat-cow moment, along with opening up the back of the shoulders. This compression, all of the good stuff in here. Yeah, taking about 3 more together. Inhaling to lift the elbows, really staying with each and every sensation that arises for you, pulling the elbows into the body. Deep breath in. Deep breath out, pulling the elbows in. One more for us here. Inhaling to reach and lift. Exhale, pulling the elbows in, softening this clasp of the arms, and just letting the palms rest on the thighs for a moment. And roll the shoulders up and back. Then tap into that space between the ears once again. Close the eyes for just a moment. And just check in with how much has changed. Our arms are directly related to our heart. And our heart, that is direct to the communication line we have to our own selves. Feels quite lovely. It feels some unique sensations. And if it doesn't feel good, that's also okay. Sometimes the heart is a little bit achy, and that is just part of being human. Yeah. As you're ready, just drawing the palms down into the earth in front of you, rolling over the knees to find a tabletop position. Scooch off, if you have a block, scooch it to the side. And just tucking the toes behind you. You know the drill. You gotta open up these feet. So walking the palms back towards the legs and just finding a little rock here and allowing the pelvis to settle down. Place the palms face down and give your eyes a close for a moment. Again, that space between the ears, can we allow that to be a little bit lighter? And then sort of clear up some of the density of the thinking mind. Allow it to be a little bit more spacious as we drop into the heart. Allowing the breath to be nice and full here. Take a deep breath in. Let it out through the mouth. 3 more breaths together. Inhale. Exhaling. Indulging in the sensations, even if they are challenging for you. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. 1 more breath, filling the base of the pelvis, low belly, back of the heart, crown of the head. And exhale, letting everything go. Bring the palms back down to the mat, just lifting off of your touch toes and sitting back in your virasana for a moment. You can even keep the palms on the ground. Just give a little rock side to side. And bringing the palms out in front of you, finding yourself in your neutral tabletop for a moment, really pressing into the palms, allowing the elbows to scoop forward so that they're right over the wrist, shoulders are right over the elbows. Pressing into the tops of the feet to engage the belly. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale to drop the belly, crown and tail, lift high. Exhale to curl the spine, carving into your cat spine. As you inhale, dropping the belly, and we're going to pause in this cow pose for a moment. And finding this, again, seeing if you can bend the elbows, draw them towards the body, and bring the eye of the elbow forward. And as we're finding this sort of deep release in the low spine, can you spread the knees so your legs won't move, but can you initiate some outer movement engagement with the body? So the knees, it's as if you're trying to pull the mat apart. Same with the palms as well. Yeah, so it's like you're trying to spread the mat just to see, can get a really nice release in the low spine, really opening the chest and the back of the body at the same time. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, curling the spine, finding your cat once again. And then just choosing to move through a few more cat-cows, maybe finding some intuitive movement as you like. You know, really getting a little bit curious inside of all of this. Your body, staying inside of your body and choosing to sort of get curious and meet yourself again. Yeah, finding your neutral tabletop as you're ready. Just noticing how much has shifted. You can tuck the toes behind you, lifting the knees off about 1 or 2 inches, just pausing here for a moment. It's the same shape as your neutral tabletop. We're just engaging the core. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, you can lift the hips up and back, finding your down dog. First down dog of this practice. Many of us have already likely taken a little time in this shape, even if it was sort of as you roll out of bed. I think a lot of us like to stretch in the morning. Walking side to side, really pressing the feet into the mat, sort of like you're kneading some dough. If the mat was a big loaf or a big ball of dough, can you imagine pressing into it? Or mud. Mud works too. I like pressing my feet into mud, but not everybody likes that. Really pressing into the earth and then finding your stillness. Really plugging the palms in, reaching the hips high, high, high. And notice if the belly is sort of splaying and then knitting together the bottom few ribs just to protect the low spine. Take a deep breath in. Letting it go. Inhale to lift that right leg high, opening up the hips to stack the pelvis, bend that right knee. Inhale to lift the knee a little bit higher. And as you exhale, maybe finding a little bit of movement here. Taking a deep breath in. Exhaling, enjoying the sensations. Taking a deep inhale. Exhaling. You can inhale to lift the right heel high. Exhale to square the hips, squaring the pelvis, toes point down. Inhale, heel lift a little bit higher. As you exhale, stepping outside of that right palm, left knee and toes come on down. Tenting the fingertips as you inhale, heart reaches forward. And exhale to pause here, finding a little bit of movement side to side, just waking up the front of that left hip. Taking a deep breath in. Exhaling, letting it go. One more inhale here. And exhale, planting the palms, tucking the back toes, stepping back to your downward facing dog. Pawing through the feet again if you need, and then finding your stillness once again. Staying inside of the body, really staying in the sort of integrity of the shape. Yeah, super present. As you inhale, lift the left leg high, opening up the hips to stack the pelvis, bend that left knee. Inhale to reach that knee a little bit higher. And then as you exhale, find your own exploration, maybe circling the knee or the ankle. Taking a few nice deep breaths here. Really cleansing these muscles that we find sensation in. We're opening and closing these different channels in the body to really allow for some deeper movement. Inhale to lift and extend that left leg. Exhale to square the pelvis, left toes point down. Inhale as you lift the heel a little bit higher. And then exhaling to step outside of the left palm this time. Right knee and toes come on down, tenting the fingertips, inhaling the heart to reach forward. And as you exhale, just find this nice sort of sway side to side. Maybe finding a little vocalization or not. It's kind of nice to hum along to yourself sometimes. Taking a deep breath in. And exhale, letting it go. One more breath here. Exhaling, planting the palms, tucking the back toes, stepping back to your down dog. Taking one more deep breath in here, lifting the hips high, high, high. And exhale, letting it go. Walking the feet forward, one step at a time. Noticing the transition, staying inside of your experience in your body. Now, finding yourself in your forward fold, just find a nice shift side to side, bending one knee and then the other, and then eventually bending both knees and letting the spine release down. Soft belly, allow for a deeper release in the low spine. Just shaking the head around a little bit. Yes, no, maybe. You can leave the palms on the earth or maybe hold on to opposite elbows. And just stay here for about 3 more breaths. Forward fold, such a beautiful space to connect with ourselves. And we're a little bit closer to ourselves here. Now taking our last breath here, inhale. Exhale, letting go of the elbows if you're holding on to them. And drawing the chin towards the tailbone, bending the knees, begin rolling up through the spine as you press through the feet. Really nice condensed front body, pressing down. Knees begin to extend, front of the hips open, shoulders come up to the ears, and shoulder blades fall down the back of the body, palms face forward. Lift up the toes, spread them nice and wide, and then press them deep into the earth. Close the eyes for a moment, enjoying the shape of Tadasana. Allowing the mind to come back into the heart space, back into the body. Checking in if you have an intention for your practice today. If something brought you here, to ask myself these questions of, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? And while we might not always have the answer, we can tune deeper into the body, and perhaps that can be revealed for us. Taking a deep breath in through your nose, letting it out through the mouth, in through the nose, feeling the lips, out through the nose. As you inhale, eyes open, sweeping the palms high, eyes follow the fingertips. As you exhale, folding forward, creasing at the hips, palms meet the mat. You can inhale for your halfway lift, nice long spine. And exhale, planting the palms, right leg steps back, knee and toes come down to the mat. Press into the earth as you inhale to sweep the arms high. And exhale, hips and shoulder blades sink a little deeper. Just one more breath here, pressing, reaching, rooting to rise. And exhale, palms meet the earth, stepping back, downward facing down. You can inhale to roll the spine forward to plank. Exhale to pause here. Heels are right above the balls of the feet. Crown of the head reaches away from the shoulder blades. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, belly button to spine. One more breath here, inhale. And exhale, lowering down, knees, chest and chin to the mat. And inhale to slide the heart forward for cobra. And then exhale, shifting the weight back, finding your downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, right leg sweeps high, square hips. Exhale, stepping between the palms, left knee comes down to the mat. Pressing down to bring yourself up. And exhale, hips and shoulders fall closer to the earth. Inhale, fingertips reach. And exhale, palms find the mat, stepping forward, forward fold. Inhale, arms sweep high. And exhale, palms to the heart. Deep breath in. Exhale, letting it go. Inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, folding forward. Creasing in the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palms meet the mat. Left foot steps back, knee comes down to the mat, untuck the toes. Inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, shoulder blades fall down the back of the ribcage, hips fall to the earth. One more inhale. And exhale, palms to the mat, stepping back, downward facing dog. Now as you inhale, rolling the spine forward to plank, pausing at the top. Exhale, checking in with yourself, heels over the balls of the feet, pressing into the palms. The back of the heart is lifting towards the sky. Even tuck the chin slightly to elongate the back of the neck, belly to spine. Deep breath in. Exhale fully. So strong. One more breath. And exhale, lowering down knees, chest and chin to the mat. Inhale, heart reaches forward for cobra. And exhale, sending the hips back downward facing dog. And inhale, the left heel reaches high, squaring the pelvis. And exhale, stepping between the palms, right knee comes down to the mat. Inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, planting the palms, stepping forward, forward fold. Inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, palms to the heart. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, dropping the mind into the heart space, pressing into the feet. We'll go through our sun cells one more time. On your next inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, folding forward, creasing at the hips. Inhale for your halfway lift. Exhale, palms plant, right leg back, knee comes down to the mat. Inhale, arms sweep high, pressing down, carving through the space. Exhale, palms come back down to the mat, stepping back for your downward dog. Inhale, rolling the spine forward to plank, so strong. Exhale, lowering yourself down, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, heart reaches forward, cobra, or up dog if you're ready. And exhaling, hips back downward facing dog. Take a breath in as you reach the right heel high. And exhale, stepping between the palms, left knee comes on down. Press into the earth to rise with the fingertips. And as you exhale, palms meet the earth, stepping forward, forward fold. Inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, folding right back down, passing through the heart space as you inhale, heart lift, halfway lift. Exhale, stepping back with the left foot, knee and toes come down to the mat. Inhale, arms sweep high. And exhale, palms come down to the mat, stepping back downward facing dog. Inhale, rolling through the spine, finding your plank. And exhale, lowering down, elbows come into the rib cage. Inhale, heart reaches forward. And exhale, hips back downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg sweeps high. And exhale, stepping between the palms, right knee comes down. Inhale, arms sweep high. And exhaling, palms come to the mat, stepping forward, forward fold, staying here. We find all of this heat that we just built, all of the excitement in the body. We can also find the opposite of that with our beautiful stillness and forward fold. Just as much as strength is an exercise and activity, rest is also something that we must practice. So allowing the body to settle, just seeing if that feels challenging, that's just information, yeah? You can trust that we can return to our physical activity as soon as we are ready. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Let it go. In through the nose. Letting it go. If you're really hot, you can always breathe through the mouth. Otherwise, I encourage you to keep the lips sealed, unless they say otherwise. Yeah, usually when I say to open the mouth, it's just to get rid of the heat. We don't want to get too hot in these bodies. And as you're ready, you can begin shifting the weight into the toes in your forward fold. Just seeing what that feels like, and then shift the weight back into the heels, bend the knees a lot, send the hips down, and find this nice shape of chair pose. So the hips will be about, ideally, the thighs are parallel to the floor. And then from here, as you're ready, inhaling the arms to sweep high, lifting the torso off of the upper thighs. You're going to root down through the tailbone, not tucking, but rather rooting down to the earth. So not arching, not tucking, but rooting down. Yeah, protect the low spine. Belly reaches up into the heart space. Arms sweep together, allowing for the back of the heart to shine behind you. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hips sink a little deeper. Deep breath in. Exhaling, just one more breath here. Deep, deep breath in. And exhale to fold the body forward. Inhale for your halfway lift. And as you exhale, plant the palms, step or float to the back of the mat, moving through a vinyasa if you'd like. Always welcome to skip this. It's a beautiful opportunity to connect with your breath and build a little bit more heat, but it is never required. We'll meet in our down dog to move through our standing series. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Let it out through the mouth. Deep breath in. Out through the mouth, letting go of that excess heat. In through the nose, feeling the lips this time. Let it out through the nose. Inhale, right leg sweeps high. And as you exhale, bringing the knee toward the nose, letting all of the air out of the body, pressing into the palms, and then gently stepping between the palms. Bringing the fingertips to tent. You can begin to reach the crown of the head away from that left heel. Just finding this shape to begin with, seeing if we can really square the pelvis, rooting through all four corners of that right foot. Back heel super lifted, super inflated, left knee. Take a deep breath in. Exhaling here. And then as you inhale, arms sweep high. And as you exhale, extending that right knee nice and long. It might help to scooch the left toes in just a little bit so we can find some stability here. Listen to what you need. And dropping the palms down, fingertips face down against the back of the pelvis here. We'll find a nice front hip opener. So rolling that left hip forward by pressing into that left palm, then draw the elbows together behind you, and then begin to press into the back of the pelvis here to lift the heart a little higher. Continue to roll that left hip forward. Find a nice stretch in the front of the body, especially in that left hip. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, really pressing through that left toe, those left toes. Take a deep breath in. And exhaling fully. From here, you can begin to bend that right knee, seeing if you can keep the hips in the same alignment. So we're really keeping the hips square, palms can stay where they are. Eventually finding yourself in this high crescent lunge. And then from there, you sweep the arms up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, continue to roll that left hip forward. Bend in the right knee. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more inhale. And as you exhale, opening up, finding a warrior two. So planting the left heel down 90 degrees. Fingertips reach out, pelvis is nice and open. Take an inhale, fingertips reach away. Exhale, hips sink down into the earth. Deep breath in. Exhale, shoulder blades fall. On your next inhale, reversing your warrior. And as you exhale, pressing into that right knee, nice long extended reverse triangle. Take a deep breath in, heart rolls up to the sky. Back of the pelvis roots into the earth. Exhale, heart lifts a little bit higher. One more breath here. And as you exhale, turning the right toes into the long edge of the mat, letting the spine fall forward, finding your wide-legged forward fold. Pratarita Padottanasana. Walking the fingertips nice and far away from you, slight bend in the knees, so you can really stick your tush out. Yeah, find a nice long spine, really opening, and then allowing the spine to fall between the arms or the knees even. You can leave the knees bent, or you can see how it feels to straighten them. Just listening to what feels good. I like to leave my arms extended in front of me. A nice shoulder opener. Taking a few breaths here. Allowing another forward fold. This is where we connect with ourselves, where we bow our head and bring them a little bit below the heart space, which is actually quite a beautiful practice of softening the sort of wildness of the mind that allows the heart to take over a little bit more. One more deep breath in here. Letting it go. And walking the palms just underneath the face, finding a nice long spine here. We're going to do a little bit of swimming. So you can plant the right palm down and inhale to lift the left arm high. And as you exhale, reaching forward away from the body all the way down to plant that left palm once again. Inhale to lift the right palm, sort of twisting and opening through the chest. And exhale, reaching out and away towards the front of your body, and then placing that arm back down. So taking a few like this, really see if you can kind of lean into the boundaries of where your body goes. Just like imagine swimming in slow motion, allowing the breath to carry through you. Really nice opening in the side and the front and the back of the body. Yummy movement here. And taking one or two more on each side, depending on your speed. And from here, palms meet under the face. You can find your halfway lift and then bring the palms to the hips. Really extending nice long spine. Begin to float the torso high, finding your way to stand. Bring the heels in, with arms high, inhale. And as you exhale, cactusing the arms, finding your goddess pose. Just take a few breaths here. You're welcome to shift side to side if that feels good. Taking a deep breath in. Exhale, really pressing into the outer edges of the feet, almost like you're creating space in front of you. Yeah, it's kind of a nice image of pressing into the back of the body to allow for space in front of you. Taking one more deep breath in. Then exhale, letting it go. We're going to spin towards the front of the mat. So you're turning that left knee in, extending it long. Arms will sweep high, finding your high lunge for a moment. Exhale, palms come to the heart. Take a deep breath in here. And as you exhale, shifting the weight into that right foot, maybe a few hops. Eventually, you're standing on that right foot, bringing the left knee into the chest. Nice clasp here. You can let the arms be nice and sort of relaxed, a little basket for your knee. Just a release in that left hip, taking a couple of breaths. One more breath just like this. Really pressing through that right foot and grabbing onto the left knee with the left palm. You can draw the right palm to the hip and just pulling this knee out to the side for a few breaths. Seeing if you can allow this left hip to drop down. So rather than lifting it up, that's what our natural inclination is to do, is seeing if you can drop the pelvis down so that it's nice and square. You can point or flex, but that does not matter. Taking one more breath here. And then as you exhale, seeing if you can keep your balance, grabbing onto that ankle, pulling the left foot into the right inner thigh, finding your tree pose. You're also welcome to come down to the calf muscle or kickstand it, depending on how you're feeling today. You can bring the palms to the heart when you're ready. And even lift up, this sounds kind of crazy, but lifting up the toes and spreading them again, just like we did in Tadasana, and pressing them back down into the earth. So really plant yourself down. Yeah, the trees are so beautiful because they really have so much to teach us. Rooting deep, deep down and spreading the roots around, even though we're far apart. Can we imagine that our roots and our branches are actually helping to support each other? That's a nice spot. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, pressing down to lift a little higher. Maybe the space between the ears floats back into your imagination. Space nice and open and wide. Taking one more breath here. And letting it go. From here, just turning the knee in, seeing if you can do so really gently without pulling the foot away. Yeah. And from here, take a deep breath in. If you fall, it's okay. Exhale as you send that heel back. Just brief moment in Warrior 3. Stepping back, reaching the arms high, high lunge. Then exhale, palms to the mat, stepping back, downward facing dog. Moving through your flow if you would like. Or hanging out in down dog. A moment to reconnect with your breath. You'll take about 3 to 5 breaths in your down dog. Everybody looks so great. Feeling good, nice and sweaty. Awesome. We'll move into the left side. I'm going to take a deep breath in through the nose. Let it out through your mouth. In through your nose. And out through the mouth, letting that heat out. Inhale, sealing the lips this time. And out through your nose. As you inhale, left leg will sweep high. And this time, exhaling, knee comes into the nose, pressing all of the air out of the body. So much space that you can gently step between the palms. Pausing here, tending the fingertips to lift the crown of the head away from that right heel. Heart begins to reach forward. Super strong, feet into the earth. Take a deep breath in. Exhaling fully. As you inhale, this time arms begin to sweep high. And then exhale to press into that left knee nice and long, maybe stepping the right toes in just a little bit. Yeah, palms can come down, fingertips point down on the back of the pelvis, and then beginning to press that right hip forward, really closing the inner thighs towards one another. Elbows draw together, shoulders down the spine, and then heart begins to lift, opening up the front of the right hip. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Just 2 more breaths here, really opening, reaching that right hip so far forward. Nice deep stretch on the inside of that inner right hip. Taking another deep breath in and deep breath out. From here, as you're ready, beginning to bend that left knee, keeping the hips in the same orientation, sliding the hips forward, finding your high lunge, and then you can inhale to lift the fingertips high. Yeah, so continuing that nice square pelvis. Deep breath in. Exhale, shoulder blades fall, left knee bends a little deeper. One more inhale here. And then as you exhale, planting the right heel down, opening up, finding your warrior two. So adjusting the pelvis, really opening up, left inner thighs reaching forward, fingertips reach away. And then shoulder blades soften down the back of the rib cage. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, left knee reaches out towards that left pinky toe. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale to reverse your warrior. And exhale to press into the left knee. Nice long reverse triangle. Rooting down to the back of the tailbone. Then rolling the heart up towards the sky. Taking 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhaling. Taking a breath. Exhale, letting it go, turning the left toes into the long edge of the mat, and then rolling the spine down, finding your wide-legged forward fold. And walk the fingertips forward once again, bending the knees a little bit to send the hips back, finding that nice long spine. And then letting the body fall, enjoying the sweetness of this forward fold. Head is hanging nice and heavy. Taking these 2 more breaths here. Deepest breath. Letting it go. And drawing the palms back under the face for that halfway lift. And we'll find our little swim dealio once again. So planting the left palm, inhale to lift the right arm high. And as you exhale, really reaching away from the body, carving through the space to find that yummy, yummy stretch in the body. Planting the right palm, inhale the left arm high, twisting nice and big. And then exhale, reaching away, carving through the space. Deep breath in, right arm reaches high. And exhale, reaching forward. Yeah, finding a few more of these. You know, there's nothing that you can really do wrong here because this is one of those like, just do it because it feels really good moments. There's a general consensus of back discomfort during our last few months of quarantine adventures. Yeah, we're really enjoying the sensations of opening up the back of the body and the front of the body. And just do 1 or 2 more on each side. And eventually finding yourself in your halfway lift, and then walking the palms back over to frame the left foot. You can inhale to lift the arms high, and exhale to bring the palms into the heart space. From here, taking a deep breath in, And exhale to shift the weight forward into that left foot, maybe a couple of steps along the way. That's perfect. And then drawing that right knee into the chest. Standing is so nice. I forgot our goddess pose. The nice thing about goddess is that it doesn't have sides. So we'll just do that once today. Yeah. Taking a moment here. Letting that right hip really drop into the earth. Rather than lifting it up, just dropping it down. And from here, you can let go of the left palm, bring it to the hip, and then draw that right knee out to the side, allowing the hip to again drop down. So notice if you're sort of opening up the bottom of the pelvis, and see if you can drop it down. Yeah, it's almost like that right leg is sort of sitting on this nice seat. Yeah, taking a moment. And then from here, with balance, with control, holding onto that right ankle and pulling it into the inner thigh. If you fall, you're still perfect. Nice. Yeah, bringing the palms into the heart space. Just taking a few breaths here. Beautiful moments of deep listening in the body. Yeah, there's sort of this easefulness that we can find within any shape, but just because we find easefulness doesn't mean that we let our minds go. Yeah, when we find that ease, it's almost like opening up a new space for the mind to sort of explore and noticing, where is your mind going, and can you bring it back into the heart? You press into that left foot, rooting down. Taking one more breath here. Letting it go. And as you're ready, nice and slow, just turning that right knee in, seeing if you can do it with control. Oh. Sending yourself back into your warrior three for just a moment, keeping the hips nice and square. Bending the left knee, stepping back. Inhale to reach, high lunge. And exhale, planting the palms, stepping back, downward dog. Optional flow here. Inhaling to roll forward. Exhale to pull the elbows in. And sending the heart forward, lifting the hips back, nice and yummy. We'll meet in our down dog to get our hips a little bit more open. You can inhale to lift the right heel high. And exhaling to step outside of that right hand, letting the back knee and toes come on down to the mat. Inhale to find that lizard pose once again. And maybe staying high or dropping the elbows down, depending on how you're feeling. Just listening. I like to remind myself and others that really, it doesn't matter what your postures look like. What really matters is how you're experiencing the posture and how aware you can be inside of it. So our bodies are all different depending on our anatomy and what we've experienced, how our muscles have sort of experienced life. And that is actually so beautiful because that's what makes us unique and human. So just listening to what your body is asking for. We'll take 2 more breaths here. Really allowing the body to begin to soften a little deeper. Deepest breath. And letting it go. From here, shifting into the back knee just a little bit. And we can heel toeing the right foot over towards the left side of the mat. And we're going to go into a pigeon pose. So seeing if you can allow the knee to come down so that it's parallel to the front of the mat. If your heel comes closer to your hips, that's also fine. But just challenge yourself maybe for a moment to see if you can keep this nice parallel to the front of the mat. And then from here, pressing into the fingertips, really gathering the base of the pelvis, tucking the tailbone under, taking a moment, deep breath in. And then from there, softening, allowing everything to sort of expand and open. You can walk yourself forward, finding your sleeping pigeon. We'll just stay here for about 5 breaths. And seeing if you can really challenge yourself to be soft. Yes, the exercise and the practice of softening. It is not as easy as it seems. Yeah. Where can I be softer? How am I experiencing my body in this moment? Taking a deep breath in. Letting it go. Deep, deep breath. Exhale, letting yourself fall to the earth. Just one more breath here. Exhale to let it go, walking the palms back underneath the shoulders and just shifting into that right side. Swing that left leg around towards the front of the mat. Kind of adjust your feet here and bring this right foot into the left inner thigh. We'll find a twisted Janushirshasana, which is a little bit different, but it feels quite nice. Yeah, as you inhale, lifting the fingertips nice and high. And then as you exhale, right fingertips reach front, left fingertips reach back. Yeah, you can sort of adjust your hips as you need. Inhale to lift the spine nice and high once again, and then begin reaching the right palm for the outside of the left foot. If you get to the outer calf muscle, that's perfect as well. Even staying up here is quite nice. But if you'd like to go a little bit deeper, you can reach all the way for that left outer edge of the foot. And then from here, you can leave the left arm behind you or tent the fingertips and place them next to the left hip. Press into this left tented palm to bring the heart to twist over to the left. Yeah, quite nice. We're doing a lot of twisting today. My back is experiencing some stuff, so you guys are getting the benefits of that. You can inhale to really reach the heart. And then from here, begin to reach the torso forward. You can also find that nice hamstring stretch in the left leg. Multi-purpose yoga poses, so nice. Just taking 3 more breaths here. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Deepest breath. Notice with the breath that expanding all of the bones away from the body and exhaling to fall a little bit closer to the earth. One more deep, deep breath. And exhale, letting it go. You can come on out of that. Bring the right palm behind the hip and really over this right shin. You can sweep the hips up, pressing down with that right palm. Hips lift for a nice back bend. Now inhale to press into the earth. Hips lift, lift, lift. Reaching the way with the left fingertips. Exhale, lift a little bit higher. One more breath. And as you exhale, dropping the hips down, finding yourself back into your seat. You can cross the ankles, rolling over the knees, stepping back, finding your downward facing dog. Taking a breath and letting it go. Inhale to lift the left heel high this time. And as you exhale, stepping outside of the left palm, right knee and toes come down to the mat. Inhale to lift the heart, finding that lizard once again. And then choosing where you'd like to go. Yeah, staying on the palms, dropping down to the elbows, maybe onto blocks. Really whatever you like, your practice, your body, stay in it. Yeah, somebody said that. I don't remember who it was. It wasn't my words, but your body, stay in it. Maybe it was a professor at some point, I don't know. I thought that was kind of harsh, but it's also very true. Yeah, I'm taking just 2 more breaths here. Really expanding and then falling. One more breath. And letting it go. Coming back onto the palms. Shifting into that back knee just for a moment to heel toe that left foot over to the right wrist. Laying that left knee down. Might feel quite different. That is okay. Tenting the fingertips, pressing down to gather the base of the pelvis, super engaged. And then as you exhale, allowing this nice spreading, and then walking yourself forward, nice and gentle. About 5 breaths here. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deepest breath. Deep exhale, softening, inviting space with each breath. Inviting, letting go with each exhale. And taking just 3 more breaths together. How deeply can you breathe? How are you experiencing your body? Walking the palms back underneath the shoulders, shifting into that left hip. Bring the right leg around. We'll find that twisted Janu Shirshasana. And shifting the hips as you need. You can inhale to lift the arms nice and high. Twist over to the right side this time. Fingertips, left fingertips reach away to the front, right fingertips reach back, and then reaching forward. Nice long spine. Left palm reaches for the right outer edge of the foot. You can place the right fingertips outside of the right hip, and then press to really twist the heart, and then reach the torso forward. Taking just 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhaling, letting go. Deep breath in. Deep breath out, twisting, reaching. One more breath here. And exhale to let it go. And come back towards your center, placing the left palm behind the hips, pressing down to roll over the left shin. Right arm sweeps high, open up the front of the body. Take a deep breath in, hips press high. Exhale, pressing a little higher, reaching the right fingertips away. One more breath. And exhaling, hips sink back down into the earth. And we're just coming back to center. You can bring both feet to the base of, bring the feet to the mat. Yeah, scoot your hips into the middle of the mat if you need. And just lay yourself down nice and easy here. You can draw the knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice rock side to side. Find that block or pillow that is close by for you. And we'll just go into our last posture of supported bridge for a few breaths. So bringing the feet right underneath the sits bones here, about hip width apart, and pressing into the feet. You can slide your prop underneath the sacrum, right before the spine starts, right at the top of the glute. And find something that works for you. Yeah, you can keep it nice and low if that is good. You can make it really high. Really just lifting the hips a little bit is just super beneficial, yeah. You can let the palms press out to the sides. You can bend the elbows and place the palms on the belly if that feels good. And we'll just take about 3 to 5 breaths here. Really beautiful moment to allow sort of everything that we just stirred up from the base of the feet to start flowing back towards the sort of center of the body where everything gets processed. Yeah, this is a great posture for immune system building, for headaches, for anxiety. You're feeling hot. It's just a great posture. Yeah, just 2 more breaths, really deep, deep breaths. See if you can really let go. One more breath here. And exhale to let it go, pressing gently into the feet, nice and slow, removing the block from underneath you, laying the spine back down. You can draw the knees back into the chest, giving yourself one nice big squeeze. And either extending the legs into Shavasana or finding any final postures you might need. Perhaps a happy baby, that's always a good way to go. Just taking a moment. We'll let you all know that it is 1 o'clock right now, but I would love for you to hang out for a 2 to 3 minute Shavasana with me. That would be great. Lovely. As you find your Shavasana, just begin to let the body fall. We spend so much this focused practice drawing our mind back into the body, We have so many distractions as we move. As we find our Shavasana, it's this beautiful opportunity to simply just be and to just witness ourselves. And allow the body to just exist without effort, trusting the body and its natural innate wisdom that will continue to function if you just witness. Shavasana, letting the earth hold you, and being soft. Beginning to deepen the breath as you're ready, always staying as long as you need, filling the space that you've created for yourself with your breath, enjoying the softness and the supple nature that you've invited into your own system, drawing some movement into the fingers and the toes, ankles and wrists, maybe reaching above the head, nice full body stretch. And finding your way to one side, pausing for a moment, and finding your way up to your final seat. And allow the eyes to stay closed or soft and drawing the palms into the heart space. How am I experiencing this body? This beautiful practice that we all work at to practice. Yeah, sometimes it's easier than others to dive into the heart space, to dive into the experience of the body. And that's why we continue to practice. A moment of gratitude for this body and all that it allows us to experience. Taking a deep breath in through your nose, letting it go, bowing the chin to the chest, honoring all that has come before us, all that is yet to come, and all that is with us in each and every moment. Thank you all for a beautiful practice today. Namaste. Be well.